I mean, even every trainer has like 5 different hustles. If you have someone that comes to your house to like, train you, they're going to train you. Then they
sell
do
weed.
Pilates. They're like
Sell the weed.
they're hustling a candle. I don't know. Like you can do a million things.
A candle?
Yes.
Like one candle.
They're selling multiple candles.
Yeah. My friend actually literally brought me a candle the other day.
There
and was
you
like,
go,
my homie
John.
has a candle company. I'm not kidding. That was literally
Candle
for
hustle's
Christmas.
real.
And I'll
Like
tell you
a
who it is after the
door-to-door
show.
candle company?
No, it's like his like own little boutique. Like I get the wax from the blah blah blah.
Right,
and
but
I
I'm
get
saying
the-
under
So
6
candles
figures.
are a big thing now.
I mean, Anand just nailed it.
Yeah,
I don't
I just
know if
nailed
that's just me, but
I've been sold a candle.
And you bought one.
I might have, but
Sucker.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Group Chat. I don't know if I sound any different, but I'm live in studio on the good mic.
Live. Very live. Big episode.
Yeah, we got a hot episode. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of news to prep everyone for the week. We might be in trouble. We sort of took shots at someone who I think we're not allowed. I think we live in LA, Hollywood. The leftist took shots at a leftist hero.
A ginger.
Well, if we weren't canceled before, just tipped it over the edge. So we won't tell you who, but there's your clue. But I think we might be in trouble after this one. And
a Romanian hero.
a true Romanian hero is in limbo. And I'm going to do some very deep dive. I have some contact.
Yeah.
Very close.
Drama has people. Drama has boots on the ground in this particular country.
I didn't know Drama has Eastern European kind of.
So I'm going to tell you what they're saying. I got live info coming in hot off the press.
Yeah.
And then we got a lot of news to talk about. I mean, there's layoffs happening. Airlines are apparently just printing money. There's no layoffs going on there.
Nope.
Whatever. We got a lot. There's a lot to go over. It's all good stuff. It's a great episode.
Incredible.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. We're live.
We are.
So Anand, Dave Portnoy was on Joe Rogan. Let's start with that.
Yeah.
And it turns out the good news is you didn't even have to wait to listen to that because we had the exact same debate here on Group Chat.
What was their take?
Turns out you and ID are more Joe Rogan. When it comes to like the masculinity matrix, where do you land?
Yeah, obviously.
We're more Joe Rogan guys.
Portnoy's a pussy.
Anand's a big Portnoy
Yeah, I like my pizza. I like my pizza.
You like your pizza. You like your sports.
Yeah.
I like my sports. But, we had 20 million viewers last week. It was nice.
Yeah.
It's
Same,
good.
same topic, same discussion. No big deal.
Just us talking.
They
Twitter,
were talking about Elon.
They were talking about the Twitter files.
Okay.
And Joe was more on the like, this is ridiculous and this is like a threat to, our freedom. And Dave was like, yeah, but everyone already knew that already.
Yeah. And that's me.
Well,
and then the whole
Barstool audience is not that
sophisticated. Hold on. And then I think Portnoy brought up the most important point, which is what I said, was Elon didn't want to buy it.
Yeah,
he tried to get out of it.
He did say that.
I mean, we know he tried to get out of it. It was like public record.
It was almost word for word your take.
Yeah, he was word for word. And it's actually interesting. Javier texted me. He wakes up early, Javier.
Oh, yeah, he's up at 5.
Yeah.
Good job,
So I'm like,
Javier.
I have a 6 a.m. text and I saw Javier and I didn't want to respond at 6 a.m. because then I'm just going to get into all texts.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going
Too
to
early
let
for
this
that.
one
Yep.
sit. But he said, I was listening to Rogan, Portnoy, and I heard you, Portnoy, and I was like, is that you or him?
Yeah.
And I was like, right.
Yep. Well, I'm more of a Joe Rogan guy myself.
Yeah.
Right, D?
Me too. I mean, who's bigger?
Exactly.
What do you know about
Exactly.
UFC, D? Hamzada. What's the guy's name? He
I
kept
love-
talking about?
Hamdillah.
Hamzat.
What's the guy's name?
Hamzat.
Hamzat.
Yeah. Hamzat.
Rogan loves that guy.
Loves them. It was great. It was a great episode. I don't think we said this on the record. 2 like masculine males, both with very different takes though.
Yeah.
Good episode. Good chat.
It was a great chat.
That's good. I'll definitely listen to it. Is it like 17 hours long? Or
3 hours and
3.5.
change.
Jesus Christ.
It's 3.5.
You have to do it like a show. I treat Joe Rogan like
you watch it in chunks.
Yeah, just like 30 minutes here.
Yeah.
You know, you're
It takes me about 2 days an episode. Like I do it like if I go to the driving range, I go for a run, morning around the house.
And then you finally get
2 days to get through it.
Yeah.
It's like a book.
True.
Slowly read a chapter a day.
Oh my goodness. I had two interesting things to bring up.
Okay.
One was I was just seeing this on the way here. Today is Dating Sunday.
What's that mean?
One of the biggest days of the year for Tinder.
Where's Ari?
With all the new folks who join or get back online. So it's basically the Black Friday of dating.
But why?
I think the holidays are over.
Yeah.
All these people that are going back to work on the fucking 9th
Yeah.
are like, now it's time to get laid. And I better get my new profile.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I gained some LBs over the holidays.
Yeah.
Facetune my face.
Yeah. So everyone's back on the market. Everyone's back to work.
Yeah.
And back on the market.
Yeah. They're like, I was with my family. We went skiing or whatever it is. Now
Got some hot new pics.
And now I need some sex.
Yeah, hot new pics, too much time with the fam, and now you're looking for some sex with your hot pics from like Tahoe.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Okay.
Or you went to, Acapulco
Yeah,
and you got a shirtless pic.
before you chubbed up.
Yeah. That's all. It's all face tuned.
You're right.
Everyone's
Are
looking
guys
good.
face tuning?
Oh, yeah. Everyone's face tuned.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be so curious to like go through
It's
Tinder.
AI. It's all
have
AI.
you seen a Tinder lately?
I've never seen it. I've never been on the fucking app.
I know. We were
Hinge.
we
I
were,
missed
we were
out.
we were
Yeah.
aged out of that.
I had Raya.
I mean, I feel like I would have enjoyed.
It was fun. It was great. It was great. I think once you got over the weird, we come from the generation right before that being normal.
Where you
So
had to hit on a girl.
yeah, in public, yeah, or in person. So
You get
it felt
embarrassed.
weird, but then like, yeah, then it's great.
Yeah.
But I feel like kids now just have like 17 dating apps.
Yeah, they're on all of them.
Well, hey, today's your day.
I think, yeah. So interesting. The
Yeah.
other thing, got a big conspiracy.
Ooh, sign me up.
And it has to go with the CCP,
Oh, my guy G.
the G's.
Yeah, go, because
My conspiracy is the Chinese government is throttling group chat.
Oh.
Our TikTok, as of the last 2 weeks,
Fell
is
off a cliff.
absolutely fucking dead. And the clips are incredible. So,
Laker hat went kind of popping.
yeah, but
And
like,
I made him my winner.
I'll be honest, I don't look at the like trends of the view. Like I get served them sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that one's doing well.
Yeah.
But the trend is
the view count is horrendous. And the clips that we posted are like incredible.
that kind of scares me. I don't want to be on any radar over there.
Should we do YouTube Shorts?
so
Should we
the-
just jump? Should we just jump to YouTube Shorts?
Yeah, I mean, we're posting. We're just not promoting it. And
It's just not the same.
here's my thought.
We need disguises.
We need a new TikTok page.
Yeah.
Called like GC Clips.
Yeah.
That maybe slides by G and his team.
Maybe we wear disguises. I got an idea.
I
This
think
would
we
be really
need-
funny for an episode. We all wear disguises. We
Call
start
it something else.
we start a fake page
Yeah.
and we see what happens to those clips.
But the reality is, I think what D's saying is actually interesting because isn't that how Andrew Tate got popular? Just a bunch of different accounts were posting his content.
Yeah.
So we should just have
50.
yes.
Javier, get on this.
Yeah. We
But
need the team.
they did that like he did that in a really crazy way. It would be something along the lines of like we would make a folder. We would put all of our clips in that, and then we would ask the Cathys to
Post
them.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
make
we
pages and
pay
post them.
everyone to post.
Yeah.
$5
Or you
if
put
you post.
rewards.
Yeah.
Gets above X views, you
Yeah.
get bounties.
Yeah.
Above
that's-
X
he did-
views, D takes you to Delilah.
He'll take you
Delilah's.
that for 20 views. Yeah, that's what he did. It was fans. He had like made the content accessible somewhere, and then fans were doing it. And then they started just like watching his podcast and chopping it up themselves.
But
Yeah.
what we know is it doesn't matter if it comes from our account. It just we need more
Yeah.
awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
We're getting throttled.
Yeah.
100%.
So we need a new account.
There's another Rogan episode that I didn't listen to, but I saw a clip where like this guy, I don't know who the guy is or anything, but he's talking about how China's done, like how in a decade because of the population and the impact
They're
of
aging out.
COVID.
Yeah.
And apparently he's claiming that they've lied about their demographics and all this stuff, and that like they're in like huge trouble. He's making this really great case. I haven't listened to it yet.
I like it. So you guys are over. Stop throttling our account.
Yeah.
Give us life.
Damn, that's a bummer.
We need
I
more
did kind of
accounts.
think when we were going kind of heavy on China, I kind of thought,
But
like,
we don't post those clips. We strategically on TikTok avoid all the bashing of TikTok in China.
so somebody would have to be listening.
Which I know employees, because I've run into them.
Yeah.
I know employees of TikTok listen to the pod.
Yeah.
So if you're throttling us,
Damn.
We're gonna come after you.
Take us off the list. Thank God Elon released the Twitter files so that we can see that this type of shenanigan does indeed happen.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Now that it affects you, Anand, do you
now,
care?
Anand, you want to see the
You pizza eating fucking idiot.
Why am I
So-
pizza eating?
Because that's what
Then
you just
Portnoy,
said.
you said you love pizza.
Pizza,
Yeah, I like
seltzer
Portnoy.
drinking asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a high noon.
Okay, that's good. Well, that's a good theory. And look, we'll see. Or it'll just catch. Like I've noticed with TikTok, it goes through weird waves. Like some stuff like catches for a while and then completely stops. And then sometimes stuff catches really late.
So I believe that in the early days of our account, but like we used to get like 1 million plus impressions a week, and now it's not.
Yeah.
And
They
there's
might
nothing.
be intentionally doing that to all accounts.
No, they're doing it to us.
Yeah. But maybe we should post the clip on TikTok of you marching across the stage.
Yeah, why don't we
Yeah.
do that? Just post
The
that one.
support.
And just say, yo, can we get it boosted?
I'm day one.
You're day one, CCP.
Day
You're
one.
day one. You were
Day
on
one.
early.
It's actually
You
interesting.
were on early.
I was on CCP early.
I know we all listened to the All In Pod. I don't know if you guys listened to the last one, but
No.
I thought Chamath actually brought up like one of the most insightful points about TikTok that I actually didn't think of
Mm-hmm.
when he was saying they were both all debating, all four of them debating
About what?
TikTok banned
Oh, yeah.
and what happens.
Yeah.
Like, how does that affect like citizens in America? Are people gonna go to their congressman and say like, you know, we need this here? And his point was actually really insightful, which I'd never thought of,
Mm-hmm.
was that Facebook and Instagram actually have your social graph, meaning they know all your friends, they know everything. And you actually benefit socially, kind of, you get your friends' content and whatnot, and your friends' kids' photos and your
Mhm.
mom's birthday, whatever. But TikTok's just an algorithmic like phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
And you can master that very easily in any platform,
Mm-hmm.
but it has nothing to do with your like kind of social graph. So
Yeah.
it doesn't actually matter if it gets banned.
It
Yeah.
has no value.
What I
Right.
heard from that, though, to be honest with you, is I heard a guy from Facebook explaining the reason why Facebook can't fuck with TikTok. Like, you just don't get it. Like, it's actually that, like, because he was talking about network effect and all this stuff. And it's like, people don't care on TikTok if they're their friends or not. They're there to discover. And TikTok is so good. Like, how come Reels, YouTube Shorts, like, nothing has been able to come even close? And
But-
it looks like the same product. It's
but-
all the algorithm and how they serve what they think you'll like.
But doesn't that make it like a commodity?
Yeah, in theory, yes, but it's sort of like saying like Supreme is a commodity to me. It's like, okay,
Yeah, you just do drops Thursdays and it's rare.
Yeah.
But it took 30 years.
sure, like you can say what the model is really easily, but then how come you can't go do it?
Yeah.
And that's what I think is like, I don't know, it was a good point on paper, but I felt like, man, that's probably why Facebook doesn't get it, is they think it's nothing, you know, like they think it's no big deal, but like where's like YouTube Shorts and them, like they're trying and it seems decent, but like it's not touching TikTok.
No, the
right
problem
now.
is with YouTube Shorts. I went on it this weekend after I saw our throttling by the government.
Mhm.
And, you know, I swiped up maybe 15 times. It showed me nothing
No.
I'm interested in. It showed me like a video of like Floyd Mayweather talking shit, like
Yeah.
just like nonsense.
Yeah.
It clearly does not know who I am. Interestingly enough, on YouTube, on my account, the only thing that is watched is my kids watching Blippi.
Yep.
So in theory, you should probably only serve me
Blippi.
kids-driven content.
Yeah.
But I didn't get served one of
It's
that.
not
I
good.
got all of like violent fighting.
And not only is it
nonsense.
not good for you, it's not even really that great at content.
No, it's
like
not.
TikTok, I'll watch the dumbest shit on TikTok that I don't even care about at all.
Yeah.
Like I'm so into this like Idaho murder and the college student just because like the content is so good.
Yeah.
And they know how to give you like the best stuff.
So you don't think the algorithm is a commodity? You think the algorithm is like Google search?
It's an expensive commodity. It's
I think
oil.
I think it's a proprietary piece of work that is nearly impossible to replicate. It's that good, I think.
Possible, yeah.
We'll see.
I just like the social graph.
I liked it too. You're right.
Insight.
I liked it too. And I think that it almost made me be like, God, like you're right. Like Facebook and Instagram, they have all of that information.
And they still serve
and
you
you
shitty
still
content.
can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, like TikTok built all of this out of the last.
So hold on. The difference is Facebook and Instagram know all the information, but we're like, we just need to make money off you. TikTok's not doing that.
Yeah.
So TikTok is what Facebook and Instagram would do if they didn't have to monetize you.
Yeah. But I think they're on a different part of like the curve, right? Like TikTok will figure out monetization. It'll work because so many people are addicted. Facebook and Instagram spent too long only caring about monetization and not sticking people to the product. So they're like on this way down path. You have like one on the way up. Now, will TikTok be able to sustain it for 10 years?
But what does monetization look like on TikTok?
Everything.
Because I'm on TikTok all day.
Yeah, you're
But
not
there's
the
ads
person.
like fucking crazy on TikTok.
But it's so easy to swipe right past it.
Same with Instagram.
Yeah, it's the same.
By the way,
Instagram is still six dashes.
Live
you have to see it.
If
Yeah,
live
that's
shopping
true.
actually works in America, TikTok will be the biggest place to do it.
Even when you open up TikTok, sometimes there's like a Marvel ad or something, like for a new Marvel movie, like something big, big budget.
If you go to
But it's
any,
like so clear on TikTok. I mean, that you just like, okay, I'm done with it. I know it's not, the fucking dance I want to see or the
Like, give me the
NBA
crack, give me more.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll figure it
The
out.
only difference what I think will happen with TikTok is, I think like I always thought Instagram ads were very weak in terms of brand marketing. I thought they were very good at direct response. Hey, do you have foot fungus? I got the fucking solution for you. And Instagram was incredible at that. TikTok, I actually think there are so many subtle ways that you can build a brand, you can tell a brand story that you cannot tell on Instagram because you reach the audience you actually want to reach. So on TikTok, if you want to reach everyone with a foot fungus, you could probably do it in like 3 days.
But here's the difference,
I
right?
agree.
Even YouTube, if you get an ad, you have like that 30-second barrier till you can skip it.
Yeah.
So you actually have to listen to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
In TikTok, you just swipe right past it.
Yeah. I agree, but I think people
They'll
are doing
figure
that
it
on
out.
all platforms.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's like being forced to watch and engaging, like whether they're tuning out or whatever they're doing. I think it'll be the same battle on all platforms. It'll just be whoever can make the best ad and the best content. But when you're that addicted, if that's where you're spending the most of your time is TikTok, that's where you're gonna.
But I think the absence of the social graph matters. Because I don't follow, I have literally 0 followers. I don't follow anyone.
Yeah.
But I get all the content I want. That's kind of
But
crazy.
they know your brain. Like they know what you actually want, not who you say you want.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
The fact that they have no idea who I'm friends with.
Yeah.
and they get
Like you have all your friends over on Instagram, but you'll be like scrolling on TikTok to people you're complete strangers and loving it.
because you know what TikTok proved? You don't give a fuck what your friends are doing.
No.
You don't.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Who
Maybe
cares
my
what your friends are doing?
suck.
They're just not making good content.
Yeah.
Step it up.
Yeah, your friends are losers. That's what TikTok. Someone in TikTok's office in China was like, "Man,
Everybody's friends
my
are
friends
losers.
are fucking losers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just give you the hot shit."
Yeah. It works. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
but
I don't want to. Most of my friends are doing nothing interesting. What
Well,
are they
they're
doing?
not posting.
if they are, they're not making
definitely
great content
posting.
about it.
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of our friends are doing a lot of fun things. They just would never post it.
Okay, so then I'm not interested in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see live what you're doing.
I agree, man. The content's just so good on TikTok.
It
is.
insane.
It's so good.
No, but even cutting real life content, which is what they're, at least what I get served, is like clips from like TV
Yeah.
interviews and
I
stuff.
I watched a
that
Key and
would've-
Peele skit the other day from 10 years ago.
You know what I'm watching? I'm literally watching Eminem clips from like 2002.
I don't watch
all day.
I don't watch
It's
Breakfast
amazing.
Club or listen to Breakfast Club, but I get my 2-minute clip
Yeah.
of Charlamagne.
And what's
everything
crazy
you
is
need.
we're all seeing different things. I'm literally, I get Juice WRLD and Eminem clips like the last.
Juice WRLD, really.
Oh, my whole feed is Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
I'm very engaged with Juice WRLD
Well,
content.
once they see you're kind of into it, they just get you, man. I bet all of our feeds are similar but slightly different.
And I
'cause
bet
it's
you
that
they're
good.
very different.
Yeah, probably pretty different.
I get fob Indians. I get some rap. Get, use a couple dances.
Yeah. You get fob Indians?
A lot of fob Indians.
Huh.
My whole feed is
Indians
like
are hot right now. There's that Indian comedian is just crushing.
Which
it.
Who,
one?
Nimesh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's
so
hot.
good.
So I'm already
It was
on.
all on TikTok.
I'm
You know
all-
what's funny is I actually
was all
DM'd
TikTok.
him and said, "Do you want to come on the pod?" He said, "After the tour, I will."
Yeah.
I don't know if he's probably too big now.
He might be by the time tour's over.
Yeah.
You know who else blew up is that kid Matt Rife. We used to work with him all the time. We used to do those Young and Reckless comedy nights.
Oh yeah.
He gets like 2 million likes a video on TikTok on his
Wow.
skits.
All my Indian friends have gone and seen Nimesh in real
Really?
life because they just like got obsessed with it through TikTok and social media.
Yeah.
And they were like, he's the funniest guy. And
That's
I think he talks about it in his like show, how like this was all TikTok. Like I just got clips
Yeah.
that went viral and I put my dates on.
Comedians
and people-
crush TikTok. I think they. To
I
me,
watch a lot of comedy on TikTok.
yeah,
Because one
it's
joke.
so funny.
Just give me the best joke from every guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to watch an hour special.
No.
Give me
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Give me every guy's best joke.
Yeah,
And let
they're
me go
so
on
good.
with my day.
They're so good too.
Yeah.
Even Kevin Hart, which I've seen all his specials, I'll still rewatch the like, oh, it's a 2-minute Kevin Hart
Yeah.
clip. I'm gonna listen to it.
That's
Yeah.
how good TikTok is.
I'm watching
They know you don't
Seinfeld
care
clips
what
on
fucking
TikTok.
Samir's up to.
Yeah.
They even know you want to see an old Kevin Hart clip.
Samir. That's good. That's really good.
Well, we'll see what happens in the long run, but I don't think that I think that
You
mattered.
think the
so-
algorithm's like so good that it's not a commodity? That
It's a Rolls Royce of fucking algorithms.
Yeah. And I think people are too focused on what used to matter, which is those things.
Do people
And-
like
Basically, the social
you want
graph
to
is
connect with
irrelevant.
your family
so
and
basically,
friends?
what you're saying is Zuck like was cool 20 years ago, but he doesn't understand what the world's going.
No, it's not Zuck. It's that there was this moment where the world, businesses, social media was built on this idea that we're going to connect the whole world together because we're going to talk to your grandma and fucking blah, blah, blah.
That didn't work.
And the
Turns
problem
out
is
we all hate each other.
you don't give a fuck about what your
Yeah.
grandma's doing. You
Not only that,
actually
but
don't.
you don't like your grandma
You
anymore.
watch Nimesh fucking
Yeah.
tell jokes
Yeah, no, it's true.
longer than you talk
But
to your grandma.
so
That's
that-
true.
I think,
That's true.
that-
That's
but
very
that's the
true.
point that Zuck's whole like mission statement
Connecting
was
with people.
connecting the world.
Yeah,
right?
I think we didn't want it.
We didn't want it.
And
Thanks.
TikTok's like, hey, I don't want to know anything you're.
I don't
No.
want to have any deep connection.
No,
No,
because
I got
what,
email.
what TikTok
Yeah,
does
that's
is
enough.
actually get into the subconscious. It's like, what do you actually like?
Yeah.
Not about who your friends are.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's not
these
all
are
like
your friends.
altruistic, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Like
connect the world.
My
No,
friends,
you-
like if I have to do a poll, if I went to my 20 best friends, no one wants to see them hitting like the dance.
No.
But I do.
I don't want to see them either do the dance.
No, them do the dance, but I want to see someone hitting the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a video of Timothy, whatever that guy's last name is.
Chalamet?
Chalamet?
Yeah. Doing the whoa. Like I watched it
Yeah.
for 3
It was
minutes.
Were
probably
you with
riveting.
them recently?
I was like, why am I watching
It was
this?
great content. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see, but it's
oh my God, it's so funny.
they have something pretty undeniable at
Yeah.
the moment.
And, unfortunately, you guys are throttling this. So fuck you guys.
No,
we
we
gotta
like
get
you
free.
guys. Do TikTok, they listen to us?
There's
Yeah.
people, I have friends at TikTok.
Can you stop throttling us?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We just
stop
gave you
throttling.
a
Take us
fucking
off the
infomercial.
list.
Infomercial. Take us off the
Shadow
list.
ban. Take us off.
Yeah, come
You're-
on. We know
do we
that's
need
what's
Matt
happening.
Taibbi to write a Substack about you guys?
Yeah.
See, it looks like you're coming to the proper side here.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh. All of a
The
sudden.
TikTok files.
You
The
want the
TikTok,
TikTok
files
file
would be
released.
like
Oh,
6
could you
years.
imagine?
I mean,
6 years.
Oh my
we need to
God.
get Bob Woodward out of retirement for the TikTok
Yeah,
files.
good luck. Good luck. You want some news?
Yep.
Everyone's getting laid off.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, Amazon laid off. Now they announced, I think, 10,000.
Let me tell you, I saw a video of it on TikTok. I saw people lined up at an Amazon warehouse and they said they're making us take off our vests. We're all fired.
Why would they care? So what I heard is they fired. They leaned more towards people in the retail businesses.
Okay.
corporate jobs, Alexa division, like things that were not quite developed yet and not their core business.
Yep.
I heard obviously Salesforce announced a big layoff. The thing with Amazon's 18,000 employees that they laid off, they have 1.5 million employees.
Yep.
They had 750,000 pre-pandemic. They've hired like bananas. So 18,000, while it sounds like a very big number, it's nothing. They have to lay off if they lay off 400,000 people,
Yeah.
then I'll be like, oh shit.
And especially it's retail. It's like we already know that wasn't working.
Yeah,
It's a good headline.
it is a good headline.
That's the problem. Like, it doesn't, nobody knows everything that you just said. So
Yeah.
that number just looks insane.
It's a lot of people, but it's just insignificant
Yeah.
for the amount of people they've hired. Salesforce is a humongous company. They laid off a lot of people.
Goldman
And-
Sachs.
What?
Goldman Sachs.
Goldman Sachs is 3,200. It's actually a lot.
How
Yeah,
many-
because
how many do they have, do you
those
think?
are 3,200. It's like
Like bankers and
that's all like 160 to 160,000 $1 million employees.
yeah.
It's a
And
lot
so-
of I mean, we talked about this. This is a white collar recession
Mhm.
for
But
the
doesn't
next
it
6
trickle
months.
down?
No, because hourly people still can't be hired.
I think
Yeah.
if you're a person that makes under 100,000, it's really hard to get fired.
Mhm.
Or it's really hard to
It
not
has to
make
get
up that
really
income.
bad, right?
Yeah, because you're
No,
just like,
no,
man,
it's-
that guy's kind of
Yeah.
It's not even
But
that.
you're talking about like store employees, waiter, like kind of like you need these
or
people, right?
entry level corporate America.
Yeah.
When you look at corporate America, and you know most people's first job at corporate America may be like $50,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at what's happened in like middle management and upper management, people are making like 150 to like 500 grand a year and do nothing.
Yeah, that's tough.
I
You're
mean,
on
there's
the
so
chopping
many
block.
people like that. Like I know people like, dude, I make this much money, and they do. It's like, I'm golfing at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not doing shit. So I think that it's that part of the economy is going to get really punished, because I think now people know, like, you'd rather, before those people were kind of protected,
Yeah.
and then the lower end worker got punished.
Yeah.
Now I think they're like, yo, the lower end worker is working hard, and you could train them and potentially make them a manager and price them in a way that's more like accessible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you're
I mean,
willing
that'd be
to,
nice. I hope that's, I mean, I don't want anyone to get laid off, but I hope that's the case if so.
I think if you're willing to put in the time and willing to do anything, whether it's DoorDash, Uber, go, unpack a house,
Mhm.
you can make $50,000 to $75,000 a year. There's enough options in this economy
Yeah.
right now that you can do that.
Yeah.
But if you want to make $250,000 a year, that's
That's
very
tough.
different.
yeah, that's a hard.
And
What do you
those
think-
people are the ones that are going to get laid off because they're like, we don't need you anymore. And then, I mean, even every trainer has like 5 different hustles.
Yeah.
What trainer?
No, I'm saying like a physical trainer. Like if you have someone that comes to your house to like, train you, they're going to train you. Then they
sell
do
weed.
Pilates. They're like
Sell the weed.
Sell weed.
they're hustling a candle. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
you can do a million things.
A candle?
Yes.
Like one candle.
They're selling multiple candles.
Yeah. Yeah. My friend actually literally brought me a candle the other day.
There
I was
you
like,
go,
my homie
Joe.
has a candle company. I'm not
Right.
kidding. That was literally
Candle
for
hustle's
Christmas.
real.
And I'll
Like
tell you who
a
it is after the
door-to-door
show.
candle company?
No, it's like his like own little boutique. Like I get the wax from the blah blah blah.
Right.
and
But
I
I'm
get
saying
the-
under
Oh, so
6
candles
figures.
are a big thing now.
I mean, I didn't just nail it.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know if
nailed
that's just me, but
I've been sold a candle.
And you bought one.
I might have, but
Sucker.
Yeah, candles are hot.
My point is like you can piecemeal enough income sub 100K,
that
I
makes
agree
sense.
with that.
and as long as you're willing to put in the hours, and it doesn't even matter what the hours are. Maybe you're a virtual assistant for 2 hours. Maybe you're door dashing for 2 hours.
Mhm.
Maybe you're like a trainer for 2 hours.
Mhm.
Maybe you're doing something else for 2
I agree
hours.
with that.
You can grind out under 100K.
And you think that stays the case?
Yeah, that stays.
Yeah.
I think that's just the new world.
And that's why no one can get hired as a waiter, because like, why do you want to sit at a restaurant for 10 hours when you have this perceived freedom
Yeah.
of like selling candles and
It's
training?
true. I mean, that would be a better life than sitting waiting on people all day.
Yeah.
At least you like feel like you're destiny is in your own hands.
So you
Your
sell the
wax.
candle, you got this hot wax in your hand.
You're driving
burn your
around, you're
hand.
listening to the fucking Joe Rogan, Dave Portnoy
And you're
pod,
getting
you're
motivated.
door dashing. The other day, Kareen called. I didn't know there was a service. You can just have people come move shit around. She
What do
just
you mean move
moved furniture. And she's like, hey, look at all this. I just moved everything around. I'm
I've got a
like,
guy
what? How'd
for
you
you
do
to do
this?
that.
And she's like, you just pay. It was $200. It's like a fucking app. Just two guys came and moved everything. It was great.
What's interesting, you say that, and Eric Deluxe, who good friend of ours, obviously a DJ, and he's not a good example because he has money, but he is choosing to go a different path. Like he's gone this like more creative path. He has his own design studio, and he has like a number of different things he's doing where he's making money from it. But it makes him more happy than DJing 7 nights a week.
And having to fly around on like someone else's schedule, like that's not a fun.
Yeah.
Even if you're not making that, I'm not talking about Eric, but even if you're not making crazy money, I think like I would say that probably making 120,000 on someone else's schedule is the same as making 75,000 on your own.
Yeah.
No, so then, I don't want to put his, Eric's a very close friend of all of ours, and I've had lengthy conversations, but what I've seen in the last kind of month having conversations with him, it's like he feels like he has the power in his own hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the first time, and he's made a fuckload of money.
Yeah.
He's like toured the world.
Yeah.
He's got like, whatever, a top 10 song, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like he's written like shots. And he's a very successful human. But this is the first time I feel like he feels like he has the control.
Yeah. That's a much better feeling, I think.
Yeah.
It's worth even. I'm not saying Eric's taking a pay cut. I'm not talking about Eric here, but I'm saying that is worth a pay cut, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my point, is that people the control and the peace of mind is worth something to people now, which wasn't the case before.
I agree.
Which I think is why all these labor statistics are so stupid.
Why?
Because it's not actually
Accurate?
showing what the labor economy is.
Yeah, and I think what you're learning now is that if you asked, and I don't know if this is very much an LA, New York thing because the cost of living is so high. If you ask an average person working at a job in LA or New York, there's no way they have a singular income. Most people.
Your average person?
Yeah. Like I think they're just...
I think a large portion, but I don't know. Is it average? Like, do you think it's majority?
I think I think there's a lot of people that are attempting. How about this?
Okay, that's
attempting
fair. That's
for
fair.
a second income.
That's fair.
Like it could be anything from I do
Candles.
I do graphic, I do YouTube editing, I do
Candles.
Candles.
Yeah.
I run errands for some rich woman.
Yep.
Whatever it is. Like I'd be surprised if like
I think you're right.
they may not be actually making money, but they're trying to.
Even if you count like I'm starting a TikTok page to talk about blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
In hopes that will turn into a business one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What about Bed Bath & Beyond?
Yeah.
They've had a rough few years, right?
Yeah.
Did they already file for bankruptcy ever? Or they just did a
They were a meme stock.
They're a meme stock. But I think
But they didn't do any formal restructuring of any kind?
they might have done a while back.
I feel like I've heard about them having financial trouble for a minute now.
Yeah, they're probably going to be a slew of bankruptcies this year. Probably pretty high profile ones. Bed Bath & Beyond is one of them.
What do you think Bed Bath & Beyond's like main problem was? Business structure-wise?
Expensive leases.
Yeah.
And do you think
probably
e-com like
Over inventory.
But when we talk about these businesses, I don't know if you guys have seen like Barnes & Noble's is crushing it.
Yeah, they're growing.
Mhm.
They're growing.
Mhm.
Yeah, because there's all these dorks like drama that are reading again.
But do you go to a bookstore and
true.
just sit in the
I don't ever sit.
place?
Don't ever.
I
I don't
like
ever
it.
sit.
So I go to the bookstore.
No.
I go to the
But
Barnes-
sometimes I do go to a bookstore just to be like, I wonder if there's anything new that I missed.
So I'll be honest, like we go to the Grove all the time. We walk in the Barnes & Noble. We end up buying something.
Yeah.
They have an incredible toy section for kids.
That one is like a paradise, though.
Yes.
Like, I mean, maybe not paradise, but they have like records, record players,
Yeah.
toys.
But I think they found themselves a little
Mhm.
niche where it's like
I
The
agree.
bookstore is now like
I get
More
why
than
Barnes
books.
and Nobles at the Grove works.
Yeah.
I'm very curious where.
why
Barnes-
wouldn't it? If any city?
But is it like a destination?
No, it's. I think if you're in a highly trafficked section of a shopping center or whatever it is, there's a purpose that Barnes and Noble serve. Like when you walk into a Barnes and Noble, I look at all the best-selling books.
Yeah.
I look at the magazines. I look at the music. I look at this. I look at everything.
And there's like a coffee shop.
Yeah, there's
I wonder if
everything.
they all have, like, or not all, but I wonder if like what is it like in Ohio? I have to go check.
Yeah, you have to.
I
check.
bet you it's similar to the one in the Grove. It's like it's a department store.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a nice experience. I'm not gonna.
They're just big. Like they're all
but
pretty
it's
sizable.
crazy that they're like growing.
Yeah.
I think, look,
Yeah.
a lot of these things that
It's like oil and gas. Get back to the bookstore and buy your books in person.
Yeah.
And,
And
what's
I'll tell
interesting-
you, we sell a decent amount of games there. We sell
At
games.
really?
Barnes?
Yeah.
Wow.
A pretty healthy amount.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that tells you people are walking in there and being like, hey,
Yeah.
I need a game tonight.
Yeah.
You know what's
A
funny
book
is
and a game.
I had a college interview for UPenn Wharton at Barnes and Nobles in the Valley.
Well,
I didn't get in.
to Barnes or UPenn?
Couldn't get it. Couldn't get into the coffee section. Man. Well, it just seems like Bed Bath & Beyond just. Do you think they can clean this up and move forward? I mean, Barnes & Noble had financial troubles. Or it was scary for them or whatever.
I think a good operator comes in, focuses.
I think all these businesses work at a certain scale.
Yeah.
And if you are
Lose the
able to get
Beyond.
rid of like the least.
Yeah.
Stay
Just do Bed
focused.
Bath.
Stay focused. Bed and Bath. You don't need all the Beyond. Beyond we can get on Amazon.
I think yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tighten it up.
I mean, I remember going to Bed Bath and Beyond, like, I don't know, when I was in college. There's some fucking candies. They're selling everything. Like, what are you doing?
There's a lot of weird shit.
Lot
Like
of
random
Beyond.
shit in
A
there. There's
lot
a
of
lot of Beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah. There's a lot of Beyond.
I just
go
need a
to-
comforter. I need a fucking pillow.
I will
That's it.
say
New sheet set, little bath
Restoration
mat. I'm out of
Hardware.
here.
Restoration Hardware, if you were to order something, because we had a kid, was it now 14 months ago, and it was like a 6-month wait.
Yeah.
Now, same day, you
Yeah.
get delivery.
Access.
Restoration Hardware.
Yeah.
You got to be competitive.
They're not restoring.
Here's a interesting one. Holiday returns are up this year.
Yeah.
What do you think that is? So this is people who got, for the most part, people
Yeah.
who got gifts return them.
I think the big problem here is that the
Up 57%, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
yeah, I think like this is the fundamental challenge with e-commerce is that people are way too comfortable with that free shipping, free returns and exchanges.
Yeah.
And consumers are reported to return more than $1.4 billion in holiday orders. And I speak to a lot of people that deal with returns. Very few companies have a good system
To handle that.
to handle that.
Yeah,
Like
rough.
very few people.
Yeah.
And most people just get stuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is fucking scary, especially if you're in like a weird category like, I don't know, like plates.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you can't put it back in. And no one even used the plates, but you don't put it back in. And I think,
Do you think part of it's like as e-com grows and people get more used to getting exactly what they want? Like, you know, it used to be like you go to Bed Bath & Beyond and you're like, I don't know, I just need a new blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
you just go buy some shit as opposed to you now know the one you want. You've done the research, you know what thing you want. And so it's harder to, like, it's more likely that you're going to get gifts that you're like, I didn't really
no,
want this
I
one.
actually think the real problem is that e-commerce retailers spoil the consumer with free returns, free
So you
exchanges.
think it's just that? It's just
Yeah.
too easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people took advantage of it.
Yeah.
I think the reality is you need to like fucking not allow free returns, not
Yeah.
allow free exchanges.
The problem is someone's going to, and then you got to match it.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
I
whole-
don't. If there's no more venture money and there's no more cheap money out in the market, I don't know. Like Amazon's pretty financially disciplined.
How's Amazon with returns?
They're still allowing the fuckery.
But see, they're the ones who.
They
There's
invented
so
it.
many things that they have like fucked up for everyone else.
Yeah.
In e-com.
I actually think if I was running for Congress, ban free returns.
I'd vote for you.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Small business would vote.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. People just return. They buy like 17 sizes. You want to try everything? Go to the fucking store.
Yeah. It's just wild. Like I feel like in one of the side effects of having, 15 years of straight growth or however long is everyone was racing for just customer acquisition and just like somebody else does it, you have to match it.
Yeah.
You kind of are on this path, and like business model wise, it's just tough.
It doesn't work. It's terrible.
But now what do you do? Like everyone's got to dig out of it. Amazon's still going to hold it.
Yeah.
You're the weird one now if you pull out of it.
I like curbside pickup. I actually think that's a bigger part. I think like 25% during the holidays of e-commerce purchases were curbside pickups.
Yeah.
So you just think this is just people are spoiled and they just think
people
they can
are
return.
assholes.
They're just conditioned to it now.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. You just throw it back in the box. Try it on.
Yeah, try it
Stink
on.
it up,
Take a fucking
ruffle
selfie
it
in the
up,
mirror.
throw it back in
Boom,
there.
gone.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I wonder what that
You're
looks like at Revolve. I
It's
bet you
gotta be
their- whatever their operation is must be dialed because they must get so many like half worn.
Yeah, and they have insane delivery and fulfillment. Like
Yeah.
there's stuff where I've ordered like a gift from my wife.
Yep.
And it's like her birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they will get it to me
They
tomorrow.
do, and they're fast, and obviously shipping's free or whatever. Like they're
It's unbelievable.
really tight.
Like their
with that
fulfillment, I would say Revolve's fulfillment is the only company I've seen on par with Amazon.
stuff. Yeah, it really is.
But then if you
But
don't
their
like
returns-
it, you can get rid of it.
Because clothing
The
must
thing,
be. I
the
mean, what's
only
the
difference
highest?
is Amazon, Revolve's AOV, let's say is north of 100, under 300-400. Let's say it's like $200-$300.
Do you think it is their AOV?
That's a lot.
No one's
That's
buying
so
one thing
much.
at a Revolve.
I mean,
You
we can
think-
find this out.
I know.
They listen
I know.
to-
Yeah. Okay, keep going. We'll find out.
I think it's public information. They're a publicly traded company.
That's wild.
Let's say
that's
their I actually think their AOV
If
is.
it's over 150,
I think it's
mindful.
140.
I think it's over
150.
250.
I think it's 150.
I think it's 150. Oh, even 175 or above, I'm shocked.
I think it's 200 plus.
Okay.
And I think it's because their customers like Revolve knows how to take care of me, and I'll buy 8 things.
Yeah.
Keep 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Revolve has a system if you abuse the returns and the way
They probably don't.
you don't think so?
I'm just saying the way they are, it feels
But they're
like
profitable. That's the
know.
difference. If they were losing money, I would agree with you. But they make money every year.
But don't you think clothing, like especially women's clothing, would be one of the most returned?
I think it is, but I think
Categories?
women who do that, they're literally trying it on to make sure it fits right,
Yeah.
and then just putting it in a box and
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see.
all right.
Airlines. Why are airlines tightening up? Airlines are making their travel perks harder to earn this year. Why do you think that is?
I mean,
Because flying's hot. They're taking.
I was trying to book a flight on Delta with using points for
Points are stupid.
for first class.
Yeah.
It was like
Points
Like
are
it's
you
just
need
not
like
worth anything. You need like 5 million points.
Yeah,
to get
you need
to
5
fucking
million
Vegas.
points. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's honestly like so stupid to have points.
No, it was good. It used to be good.
Yeah, 4 years ago was great.
It was good. Yeah, it was good 2 years ago.
I have a lot of
What
points.
happened? Do you think too many people?
No,
I
dude,
think it's
yeah.
everyone's rich.
Yeah. Because people are flying like fucking
I
crazy.
mean, I was on, I think United or one of these airlines the other day, flying business class. I was like third group allowed to board.
And it's what, 10 seats?
Well, whatever, more, but like, it just was like, I tried to board in the first group, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
I was not allowed. They're like,
This
you're
is
not,
this is a
yeah.
cross-country
you're not,
flight?
I was
You're
like,
not rich.
Yeah.
you're poor rich. Yeah. I don't. Is that why? Like business is booming, so tight. Why not tighten it
Yeah,
up?
and I think if you look at like what it takes to be all of the
I
platinum
think
medallion or
I
diamond
think that all
medallion.
that's dumb because like I don't think any of the status matters anymore. It's just like who pays the most
Mhm.
and you get.
I
your
think it's
ticket.
going to matter again. I think the airlines are making a mistake. And this exact moment, there's
Yeah.
Yep.
subscription.
We gotcha.
But in a year from now, there's no way corporate travel is not going to be like it was.
Yeah, I mean,
But shouldn't it already not be like it was?
I mean, CS.
Shouldn't
That's
that
a
have
perfect
died
example.
3 years ago?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
CS, which is obviously one of the biggest conferences in
Yeah.
Vegas
Yeah.
all year. I think it's their highest spend when you go to like hotel rates and like every restaurant spend and all that.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic levels, it was 190,000 attendees.
Okay.
So 2019. It was 100,000 this year.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to say the opposite.
That's pretty crazy. That like
Yeah, that's a lot.
effectively a 50% haircut of attendees.
Is this the first year back?
I think they were there last year, but that was a pandemic.
Yeah.
Like whatever. This is like a real post-pandemic.
I tried
Everyone
to
wants to
go.
get rid of them.
To CS?
I had a flight to go in the morning, come back in the evening. I get to Burbank Airport. My flight's at 8 a.m. It's raining.
Delayed?
My flight lands at LAX. You know how Southwest is like,
Yeah.
you know, you got to wait for the arrival.
Yeah.
And I'm all bullish on Southwest because I like going after a train wreck. I like to ride the train.
Oh.
That's a strategy.
Is this theory that like kind of like you can't get struck by lightning twice sort of thing?
Yes.
Got it.
So,
But it didn't work out.
No,
You got struck by lightning.
So I get to this airport, Burbank, and they're like 0 visibility. And I look and they're like, oh, your flight got delayed till 10. And I was like, oh, 10 I can do. But then I looked, I was like, the flight's in LAX.
It diverted because of weather?
Weather. I was like, there's no plane then. And I tried to explain to the lady, I'm like, if you don't have a plane, how are you delaying it till 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, we have a plane. I'm like, no, you don't have a plane. And I finally was like, I'm out of here.
So bailed.
I bailed.
Because you were just going for the day.
I was going for the day. And I'm like, I'm not like these people who need to be on the local news, be like, oh, I waited 16 hours to
Outside of
see.
Burbank.
I don't give a fuck. I'll go home.
Yeah. Because were you just going like kind of for fun?
No, I had a couple meetings and they were the afternoon. I texted them. I'm like, one of the guys is like, I'm stuck in Santa Ana. I'm not making it out. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going home. Like, either way, even if I had 17 meetings, I would have been like, this is not going to pan out. Why do I need to be on the local news?
Yeah. I'm glad.
Because that's what those people are like, I got to see grandma.
Yeah.
You can't see her next week.
Yeah. It's grandma's birthday. I promised I'd make it. But Southwest is just a shit show, huh?
It's a shit show, yeah.
They're still fucking up?
I mean, this was a weather issue.
Wow.
I think Southwest, I think I talked about this on one of the previous episodes. It's because if you fly Delta, United,
I know,
American,
I just said they come from the other.
Yeah, exactly. It's a shuttle. Southwest comes from everywhere. And it's a disaster. You should never fly Southwest. It's the stupidest thing. So if you fly LA to San Francisco,
on Delta,
on Southwest, okay?
Yeah.
Your plane could be coming from Austin, Dallas, Ohio, Michigan.
Yeah.
If you fly LASF American United Delta, it's just back and forth.
Oh.
So you're only
why did they do that?
Liability of the back and forth. That was Southwest's whole like, oh, we have the same plane, the 737 goes everywhere. We can go anywhere.
Well, that backfired.
Yeah. They said they're going to lose $1 billion in December.
I mean, how could they not? That was such a mess. I feel like, did that kind of just get like forgotten about? Like no one's talking about that anymore, right?
What's interesting is consumers are just like price conscious. So they're just going to be like, oh, wow, I see a Southwest flight.
Yeah.
Like they don't care. Like Jordan was stuck 7 days. If he saw a good Southwest flight, he's getting right back on.
Well, I actually saw on TikTok, I saw a funny TikTok about this woman was like, you know, people will be on Spirit Airlines booking a $20 flight. And then she goes, so funny. She's like, you want a seat? That's another $20. You want to get up in the air? That's another $20.
That's true.
You want to put your bag somewhere? That's another $20.
I wonder how Spirit's business is.
It's booming.
It is, right?
Because people, I remember vividly years ago when I first booked Spirit Airlines, I was like, wow, business class to Chicago, $200.
Mm-hmm.
I booked it. And I got to the airport. And United does this too. I'll book a coach flight on United.
Yeah.
To San Francisco or wherever, and if I need this, I want to pick my seat. Another $39.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do this? It's another $30.
Literally.
Next thing you know, the thing is the genius of that model is in the moment you're booking the ticket, it feels cheap.
Yeah, you just gotta commit.
And then when you're at the register or whatever the thing kiosk, you're like, it's $30.
$30. Then you see the receipt from your month of travel. Yeah. The other thing is like, I feel like Spirit became like a meme for that.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's kind of like good marketing.
Yeah.
Like people fuck with it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on with Prince Harry? Number one, he's like the lone survivor, which I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
He said he killed 25 people in Afghanistan. Not how I pictured his service going.
Yeah.
But apparently, this is causing some issues.
I mean, he is on an interview circuit. He has a book coming out.
What's
And
wrong with him?
He's throwing,
I think he
obviously,
needs
his
attention.
grandmother under the bus. He's throwing the entire royal family under the bus.
I think he wants to just. Attention.
Look, I get. So he's basically claiming that he got a raw deal from his family.
What's the raw deal?
What's the raw deal, bro?
You grew
Come
up
on.
into like being super rich and
Yeah.
famous for no reason.
That's a tough sell.
I'm with
Raw
you.
deal.
I'm actually.
I think the
How much
royal
was your
family is
book
the
deal?
biggest
Do you
scam.
Was your
believe
book
Prince
deal raw?
Harry killed 25 fucking Taliban fighters in Afghanistan? Do you
There's
believe
nothing
that?
I think is the bigger scam in the world than the royal family.
I love the royal family.
All of them?
I'm a fan of all of them.
You just like the whole thing.
It's such a
I
scam.
like the monarchy. It's
No, like,
great.
if-
The
if
show
I-
is
if
great.
I were-
Everything's
Yeah.
great. The crowd is great.
Look, it
I
has,
like
it has
Princess
no
Di.
effect
She was
as
great.
me as a
Yeah.
U.S. taxpayer, but if I were a British taxpayer, I'd be like, why are we supporting this nonsense?
Which one, Prince Harry?
All of them. They're all useless.
especially
William
Prince
too.
Harry at this
Why is
moment.
William courtside dapping up Giannis and Tatum?
He's a prince.
You know what the
He's
biggest problem with
royalty.
William is his hair. Why you fucking buy hair? I mean, you're fucking Prince. Your hair should
You
be
don't like that anymore.
luscious hair.
But there's no
Okay, I
reason.
get it.
There's no reason Jason Tatum, who is a bona fide superstar and excellent at his craft,
Yep.
has to dap up this fucking silver spoon prince.
He's the prince. It's just because
That's how it goes.
he's the prince. Look, here's my point. I get it. And I think your frustration is valid. But like, let's just move to Harry in the sense of like, what?
He's lying.
How are you selling that you got a raw deal?
He
Like,
got
you
the
don't,
best
at least you
deal.
don't hear.
Didn't he get hot mic'd with Bob Iger? Oh, you should talk to my wife. She's a great voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you get to talk to Bob Iger?
Yeah.
Why do you
How-
get to talk to Bob Iger?
And you get interviews with Oprah and
Oh, and you get to hang with the Obamas?
Spotify shows or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
he's
he
gonna
had.
make so much money. But
Netflix or something.
he's playing the game right. His press is out. I mean, if you go on Daily Mail is a British website
Mhm.
and newspaper. The entire thing is Prince Harry. Every little comment from what his interviews are.
Is
So
it
it is-
negative or not all?
It's negative in the sense that, like, Prince Harry said this about them.
Yeah.
Prince Harry said they're all racist. Prince Harry said William tried to beat me up over, whatever. Like,
Video games.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And so,
But he killed 25 people?
He did not kill anyone.
This guy's Rambo.
let me tell you something. If that is real, I don't want to be around this guy because I don't think the Taliban is going to.
I
He's gonna
think
lose
Montecito should be worried.
Yeah.
It's a very quiet. Like,
Why would you
quaint
How
town.
even
did he say
brag
it? Did
about
you
that?
see where he said it?
What?
Did you see where he said it? Like, how do you know
I
how he
think it's
said
in
it?
his memoirs.
Why do the celebrities in America have to cater to him?
Because he's famous.
It's just the game. It's just
Yeah,
the
Like,
frame
why do the
game.
Obamas, Oprah,
Everyone
has to cater to him?
This is a liberal
This is just
elite.
how that fame shit works, you know? Like, if you're in and you're a
You got-
liberal elite,
Yeah.
and
That's
you're,
the one
you
thing I
gotta
respect
kiss
about
rings.
Rogan. He just doesn't give a fuck.
No, I don't think
Because
he does.
he's more famous than these people.
Not even more famous. He's like openly says he turned down Donald Trump.
Yeah.
To be an interview.
You want to know who cares? Portnoy. That's your guy. Sorry.
Portnoy would have Prince
Interview
Harry in a
Trump.
second. You and your fucking
Oh,
Yeah,
pizza.
Portnoy would 100% would have Prince Harry. He went to Donald Trump.
But I think it's just the system. Like, you have to,
He
I'm
is-
not trying to sound like our next topic, but like, if you're in the system, you gotta pay respects.
Yeah.
You don't diss.
I don't like how like super famous people of what I perceive as high integrity subject themselves to this shit.
High
Like, you should
integrity?
not
I don't
have
think
to.
there's- Yeah.
There's no integrity.
Don't
If
forget,
I was
like-
super famous, I would be fucking dapping up Harry and be like, yeah, fuck those guys. He shot everyone up.
But remember the videos of like a long time ago, like 10 years ago, wasn't there videos of Prince Harry or photos in like a Vegas suite partying his face off?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, of course. He's
I mean,
the pool.
I'm not hating on him here, but like, I don't know how incredibly high integrity. I mean, the guy's just out
No,
here.
not him. I'm saying the people in America that I perceive as high integrity that are willing to engage with him.
Who do you perceive as high
Barack
integrity?
Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. They're hanging with.
But isn't that just
Harry
like
and-
diplomatic?
Nah, I
UK,
mean, why
US?
do they have high integrity? They're hanging out with all these. They're hanging out with clowns all the time.
I mean, that's why, honestly, like, I mean, I'm probably gonna get,
Joe Rogan is your icon.
I think we probably
yeah.
get canceled for this conversation, right?
Yeah. I think Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Like, I don't think you're allowed
Barack
to diss.
Obama is number 2.
No, I think Joe Rogan's the only one willing to stand on his own, like
Oh yeah, you're definitely
stance.
people
Yeah,
are
you're
gonna-
done.
You're done on that one.
Yeah, your kids aren't getting.
And
It's
whether
gonna
you
be
agree with him or
stressed.
disagree with him, he's willing to do it, and he openly talks about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But isn't it? Am I accurate in thinking that you still like in Hollywood liberal world, like you can't diss like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry,
No, you
right?
can't.
You can't.
No.
But you can also not engage.
Like
You can also
Yeah.
not engage with them. You have the choice to not be.
I'm more talking about
from-
us right now. Like I think we just fucked up.
What's China going to do to us now?
I think it's
you know,
over. bro.
I think if for you as a white man, it's bad.
Oh,
I'm fine.
Oh.
I think we're
Where do
fine.
you stand? You on Harry. You're on Team Harry. You're going to Montecito. You're having coffee with them.
if you ran into Harry, you'd
If Harry invited me
have a
over,
coffee.
I'm having the greatest time. We're having the best time ever. I love
He seems like a
Montecito.
vibe.
You're taking a pic.
Yeah.
He seems like
But that's
a
different than,
vibe.
unfortunately, D's not Barack Obama.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, for him, it's still a.
But I agree. I think it's clownish behavior in the way he's acting. I actually,
It's just the raw deal stuff that gets
I
me.
think for him, the cleverness of it is he understands that, and he's just taking advantage of it.
like you think he's doing it to promote his book,
Yes,
and that's why he's doing it.
Yes.
You don't think that he actually is
No,
upset at his circumstance.
no fucking way.
I think he is.
I
You're
think he
fucking
I think he is.
Prince.
I
Your
think he is.
I think he is.
your
I think you're
first
wrong.
name is Prince. Your second name is Harry.
Yep.
Prince.
I mean, he's.
I think you're wrong.
There's
you're
only
wrong.
2 princes in the world we know: Harry and William.
no, we know some Saudi princes now.
Which one.
Prince Turkey.
His name's Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey.
I don't know.
I'm
Mohammed
not-
bin Salman, Crown Prince.
Okay,
Yeah,
one.
but he has the crown.
You're
That is
talking
different.
3. There's 8
Fast
billion.
3. Fast 3. Have you seen him on Instagram? He's with Drake.
8
Dubai.
billion.
Like, I'm Team Middle East.
You're Team Prince. You're a big Prince
8
guy.
billion people. There's 3 princes we know. Harry and William. Their mom is probably the most famous woman ever.
Yeah.
In Diana. And now MBS. That's it.
But at least MBS. Well, I'm just gonna.
The other
Stop.
prince is hanging with Drake.
I mean, but MBS like controls a thing,
Yeah.
like a very important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he matters.
The UK princes don't really control it. They control
No.
public opinion, maybe.
No, they control pop culture.
Like their power is what influence.
Their power is being. I don't
Yeah,
know. what to say.
MBS's power is very tangible, very real.
Yeah, he can dictate wall
Yeah,
prices.
it's mine when I go home and I have to pay for fucking $5 gas. That's MBS's.
I do think this.
I think the British royal family is the biggest sham we've ever seen.
They are a sham, but unfortunately, if you look at Daily Mail, which is I think the most visited website in the world,
I also think they used to matter.
Hopefully, the next generation doesn't care. Like, I don't know. Do these guys care about Harry?
Why do you ask these
They
guys?
don't.
These
You need
guys
to
are
ask-
nobodies.
But
They
you need
don't
to ask
know. They're
them.
24.
You need to ask them
They're 24,
in the
24
UK.
boys. They don't. They
But
don't
you need
matter.
to ask the UK version of them
Ask 24-year-old women.
in the UK.
So you think 24-year-old women care about Prince Harry?
At least I care about Harry and Meghan.
I know 35-year-old women care about Harry.
24, yeah, probably not. 35, yes. But my
Tw-
question is, in the UK, do they?
No. It's. I think the royal family's more of an anomaly outside of the UK than it is in the UK. I think
Really?
people in like India and in China and Asia.
That's like if you
Daily
told me
Mail-
they didn't like BTS in Korea.
I think when
You
you
tell
look
me you
at
can't even impact your own people?
like
first?
Daily Mail is a very good gauge on what matters in pop culture,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically Kardashian, Jenner, Leo,
Royal family.
the royal family.
But isn't the Daily Mail news only Meghan and Harry and their like issues?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's even, they're just famous.
Yeah,
They're just like Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Like they're famous. You care who they're dating, what they're upset about, what's going on. They've been dissed by the crown, but they don't care about. I mean, the royal family used to influence world like politics and things.
did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100 years ago.
But Queen Elizabeth
Yeah.
would she would be, let's say, having discussions with
Winston Churchill,
Ukraine and whatever right now, and trying to help mediate and trying to help. And even though they had no hard power, they did have real influence, I believe, in like world happenings. And I just think now it's more of a gossip thing.
There was a time for that, but yeah.
Right?
No, you're 100% right.
I think
they actually mattered in the world 30, 40 years ago.
Zelensky's going and talking to Prince Andrew or anything at the moment. Or,
that's the last guy I was
Prince
talking
Andrew's the Epstein guy. You mean
well,
Charles?
they might be talking Charles. Right? Like, I don't think that's happening.
No,
right?
it's not happening. What do you care? What's Harry going to tell you?
You killed 25 guys.
Like, Harry's going to kill him.
I mean, we have more pull in Vegas than Harry does.
Yeah.
He can get a Delilah Rez without us.
I don't know.
Well,
I think Harry.
I don't know. I think if Brian gets
Harry's
that call,
probably top 5 most famous guys on earth.
John gets that call, he's getting a nice table.
Yeah.
But I'm just, Okay, so whatever. Here's the other thing. The last thing is, in all, I guess, kind of seriousness, it's like, even if you were a soldier of any kind and killed that many people, you don't come home and like brag about it that way. No one does that.
I'm not friends with soldiers that killed people. Maybe I am.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've met them, and the way that they talk about it is not,
they're not proud of it.
they're not proud of it.
It's like something they had to do.
We had a Navy SEAL come talk to the staff a few years ago at Young and Reckless, and you don't talk about it.
It's a very somber.
You don't celebrate and say the number. I got 25 of them.
Yeah.
So do you think all their shenanigans make them more famous or
100% more famous?
100% more, yeah.
And the thing is like, the more we hate on them and talk about them, it's better for them.
Yeah, they're clowns.
Okay, last but not least, let me tell you who's not a clown.
The king, the real king.
Let's talk about the real royalty, the Tate brothers. So I actually just saw this once again on TikTok right before I came in. So Andrew Tate was arrested, and his brother, Tristan, like last week or whatever. Apparently for like human trafficking, and then I'm hearing like, no, it wasn't that, it was money laundering, and no, so who the fuck knows, right? It's completely muddy. I'm sure we'll find out something, or maybe we won't. But there's new news. So apparently he was released, but the new news is that he was apparently Andrew Tate, but it could be his brother, it's a little foggy, was taken to the hospital. Once again, weird news coming through TikTok by way of Romania, right? Is that where he is? Romania?
Yeah.
Yep.
Real credible sources.
Yeah, it's tough to get the real read, but apparently some sort of medical issue came up while he was in jail.
Yep.
And he's been taken to the hospital.
It's unbelievable story.
So what do
Just what we have now.
Yeah, well, what we have right now is Andrew.
So did he only go to the hospital because of the health scare, or
No,
did he go to the
Andrew
hospital?
Tate was
Or
arrested.
did he get released because of?
No, he
they
didn't get
have-
released.
I saw a thing that said during like kind of the intake process, they sort of discovered something. But now, of course, the internet and all the taters, the tater tots are like, he was, they tried to kill him.
Mhm.
They tried to kill our guy. A failed assassination attempt on King Tate.
I'm okay. I believe that. I mean, I think if I'm the Romanian government and this guy apparently had like a webcam business in Romania.
Andrew Tate?
Yes.
Oh, got it. Like a cam girl.
Cam girl,
Yeah.
whatever. Business.
And there's a reason you're in Romania.
And yeah, that's
It's like
call center in India.
Why CZ's in the
yeah,
Gulf?
Exactly.
And I think basically they're like, this guy is giving us a bad name. He's too vocal. We're the
Romania.
Yeah. I think the Romanian government
So you
was
don't
like,
think it was Greta?
Greta bodied him.
I'm just saying,
Greta had some
bodied
great
him.
tweets.
Greta bodied him next day. He's in
no,
cuffs.
I really think he's a pretty arrogant guy, flashy guy. You're gonna go in a country like Romania and talk like that. You gotta pay a tax. And I think maybe he didn't pay the tax, or this whole attempt was you got to pay a tax, and they arrested him, and
now he'll be paying.
And God knows what he's saying privately, and they're like, rah, 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 rah. They're like, all right, well, sorry, looks like you have cancer.
No, but like the accusations are pretty.
Spin the dial.
The accusations are like pretty severe, right? They're like, sex trafficking.
They are. And I don't want to take that lightly as a pod, because we're already probably canceled for what we did to the royal family. But
Godspeed.
but I think that
God save the king.
the only reason why I think we can joke about it still a little bit is because I don't think it has been said 100% that he was arrested for human trafficking. I think that he was arrested and people are jumping to why.
Yeah.
Because I heard it was money laundering. And I heard that the human trafficking thing was an old thing.
Where'd you
where
hear that from?
What?
TikTok.
Yeah.
I have people on the ground
Yes.
in Romania.
Yes. The most reliable news that exists.
I'm like,
I mean,
does Drama have a team in Romania? It's just
No.
investigating.
When is Romania
No,
office?
this is all just a deep
Right,
dive in the sauna
marketing
about
team
Andrew
in
Tate.
Romania.
Trump is in a sauna in Romania. That's why he hasn't been here for the last fucking month.
Literally, I'm not kidding. My new thing is when I'm in the sauna, I that's my allowed
I'd love to
TikTok.
have one.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a sauna drop.
I'm screwing on it so bad. So look, whatever. I guess we shouldn't joke about it. I don't fucking know. The whole thing is a joke. It's just like, it's not a joke if he hurt people, but like, God damn it, man. We live in such a funny time. And this dude, I think for 2022, he was like top Google searches of the whole year. Who is Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
And now he's, arrested. And you see him in cuffs and whatever. Now he's life flighted to a fucking hospital because now they're trying to kill him. Like, what is this?
Yeah, he might not make it to February.
He might not be live now.
Yeah.
I don't know. But so, I mean, I guess we'll see. TikTok will tell us.
That's our only news source for this. 100%.
For Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
you're not going to get Andrew Tate news anywhere else, but you'll get it for hours on TikTok
It's so good.
about every movement. But to the mainstream media, he doesn't even exist,
yeah,
except for Piers Morgan.
yeah, I mean, like, if you think about CNN and NBC and Fox News, Andrew Tate is probably a top 5 figure on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what's
I mean,
crazy?
he's literally
if
one
you
of the
think
most
about Andrew
searched
Tate, so
searches.
if you were to go under 30, he's top 5 in the world of most known people.
Yep.
If you were to go over 40, no one would know who he is.
That's right. That's totally right.
Which is insane.
I mean, we have a lot of over 40 listeners.
No, we have. I mean, our over 40 friends literally have zero chance they know who Andrew Tate is.
They only know from us.
Nobody, yeah, no one of like, my friends definitely know. Maybe your friends do. I feel like my friends are clueless.
100% my friends are clueless.
Yeah, and your guys' over 40 friends are like pretty in the know
I think they
when
don't
it comes
know.
to over 40 people.
Over 40 social media, I don't know if they're in the know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you go to the entire rest of the country, except for New York and Miami, people over 40 couldn't give a fuck less about any of the shit that.
No.
Like
no
you
one-
guys, your over 40s are hip,
Yeah.
and they have no idea who Andrew Tate is.
Zero,
Under 30
zero
is
chance.
God.
Yeah, everyone knows who he is. Under
You
30.
wanna know why? The TikTok algorithm, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a fuck about your friends. They just know how to serve you great content. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout outs? We got a lot of shout outs, huh?
Yeah, we have a lot of shout outs. The first shout out is to, we are officially launching our group chat NFT. I don't even know if people call it that.
Hey, it worked for
days.
Trump.
It worked for Trump. He made a lot of money.
So, yeah.
So we're here to do the same.
Yeah.
We're going to make $73 million in 3 hours.
Did you
and-
guys cover this Logan Paul thing?
What's the Logan
We
Paul
can talk
thing?
about that later, but he has like a whole one of his NFT projects is being like exposed as a complete scam. It's a big
Oh, wow.
deal in internet world.
You have sources on the ground, I assume.
Back on
In
TikTok.
Romania.
No, it's a
In
big deal. Do you
Romania.
guys know about this youth?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What,
about
what's the scandal? Let's hear it.
Well, it's a whole thing. Apparently, he did a thing called Zoo Token, and it was like you sell these NFTs. He promoted it as a game. You sell these NFTs, you buy it, you get an egg. The
Yeah, I
egg
remember this.
hatches, it becomes an animal. You can breed the animals and make a duck mixed with a pig, and then that animal is worth something, blah, blah, blah. And apparently it sort of like came out and then like kind of half worked, and then he sort of abandoned it. And there was a lot of people that that bought all these
money.
things, and then nothing ever happened. Apparently, once again, allegedly or all that, I don't fucking know. I'm not the journalist. But this guy, CoffeeZilla, did like a huge,
Oh, I saw that.
he did like a huge like thing about it, like a piece exposing all of it. And the coders, and one of the coders stole $6 million and blah, blah, blah. But even Jason Calacanis had CoffeeZilla on This Week in Startups to talk about it. And he talked about the whole thing. And so I have no idea what's the truth or not, but I do know that Logan, it seems, is in like hot water.
Yeah,
like I don't think the audience is very happy.
I believe that.
So this is not one of those.
On that note, group chat NFT coming out.
Can we call it something else?
17th.
Can we just call it the group chat?
We're gonna call it the group chat club.
Yeah.
Drop the NFT.
Yeah, that just it's fucked up that just sounds bad now.
Yeah.
I mean, D just bashed crypto his entire winners losers predictions
I kind
episode.
of did too.
Yeah.
I listened to it. I had a long drive
What do you
today.
mean you listened to it? You were here.
I know, but I had to re-listen to the horror.
You're like
What-
Drake. You know how you hear Drake on vacation, he's listening to Drake? You go on vacation and play group chat.
So January 17th, group chat club, and that other 3 letters we won't mention again.
Yeah.
And then we have a bunch of shout outs here. First one is Happy Insurrection Day to my guy D Patel. Oh, sorry, it's your birthday.
I didn't even realize it was the anniversary of Insurrection Day.
Yeah, January
D
6th.
wished a few of our friends happy
Yeah.
Insurrection Day. I'm not going to name their names.
Yeah.
That's good.
So D Patel, great name. Your girlfriend wanted to wish you a happy birthday from Chicago, Ami Sani, on your 36th birthday.
Happy birthday.
You know, January 6th, interesting day for a birthday.
I agree.
And then, of course, our good friend Sid Shaw wanted to give his
Sid.
sister and longtime Kathy, Pooja Shah, on 6-year anniversary of the Common Good. It's their high-end hair salon in the East Village.
Wow.
Trendy.
Not cheap rent.
Very trendy.
Not cheap rent.
I might need a cut.
Yeah.
And Sid wanted to give a big shout out on your persistent passion, confidence in the space, and can't wait to see what the next 6 year brings. If you want to go, oh wow, look at this! If you're in New York City and want to get cut, head over to Common Good and use the code GroupChat20 and get 20% off. 20% off in New York City has got to be like $100.
Yeah. Especially in the East Village.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good deal. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so go check that out. And then we have Daniel Brill giving a big shout out to Tim Averill on his 30th birthday in December. And he listens to every episode. So big happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You're 30 years old. That's huge.
It's funny, like I feel like our audience is very on that line that Anand said with the Tate and the non-Tate. Like half of our audience must know who Andrew Tate is and half must have no idea.
I wonder if Tim knows.
Tim's 30? He probably just forgot.
Yeah, he forgot.
He
turned 30. He was like, I forgot.
Yeah,
Andrew
what?
He
Tate.
probably heard about him and then never followed up.
Yeah. Okay.
The next is a birthday shout out to Russ.
From Russ to Russ.
From Russ to Russ. On January 7th, 36 years old, been a Kathy for years. Always been a big supporter. And he actually is the one who educated us, I think a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago, about death by suicide because of his younger brother. And so he's been very thankful for that and very grateful from his parents. And so he's out there trying dry January.
Ooh, nice. I know a lot of people doing that.
I'm having a torrential downpour.
Soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
Yeah.
I read on New York Times about damp January, like people that just
That's
can't
good.
quite do
That's
it.
something we can get behind.
We've heard that in a couple of group chats.
I'm telling
we
everyone.
know a few damp January folks.
That's good. I didn't dry January never really hit my radar until this year. A lot of people are doing it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because maybe like a lot of people drank over COVID or something, and like this is the first January they're prepared to take it on. But I'd never really.
I've always
I
had
know
dry January.
dry
I
October.
mean, like no one in our office used to do it. I never really heard about it much.
No, I've always come across a lot of people that did dry January.
We have people that friends of ours that we know very well that are very against dry January.
What's the reasoning?
Because they're goddamn Americans.
'Cause they're
no, they think they're just
goddamn alcoholics.
pompous POSs.
They are pompous.
The people that think dry January.
There are. It is this
Hey,
thing.
to each his own. Why not?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It's people you
Pick
know.
your side.
Yeah,
Do
pick
whatever
your
you
side
want.
and fucking
People you know.
kill the others.
You want to be dry. You want to be wet. Do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
As long as you hate the other side, we're fine.
Anyways, happy birthday, Russ.
Yeah, Russ. Hey, happy birthday,
Good
man.
luck
Thank
with
you.
the dry January.
Thank you for the help.
And that's it.
That's good. I actually want to end on a positive note for the country.
Please, yeah.
I watched both Hakeem Jeffries' speech and Kevin McCarthy's speech after he became Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I thought there's a chance for unity.
Really?
You're
That's a
a big
bold
Kevin
statement.
McCarthy guy.
No, I'm not a big Kevin McCarthy. I'm just saying, like, both speeches were like, hey, can we work together? And McCarthy opened up the speech like, hey, we're not going to agree on everything. He's the Speaker of the House of Congress, so he's going to dictate a lot of legislation going forward for the next couple of years. He goes, we're not going to agree on everything, but Congressman Jeffries, I want to work with you. I haven't heard that
Yeah.
statement
Yeah, you're right.
in years.
Yeah.
I would never say that.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And that's probably why it took 15 votes for him to get the
It probably is. They just knew he was going to say that. And they're like,
this fucking guy. Matt Gaetz is unbelievable. Their confrontations.
No,
were-
but it was actually like I was shocked. It was Friday night. It was
Yeah.
late, and I was about to like put on something on Netflix, and I was like, I'm just gonna listen to what he's gonna say. And I was shocked.
Okay.
Well, hey, maybe things are changing.
Probably not.
Probably not, but at least they're giving us lip service.
Yeah.
Prince
That's-
Harry for president.
Prince
Oh,
Harry.
jeez. He's a murderer.
That's true.
All right. On that note, we've gone too far. We'll see you later.